Have you ever wondered who your real friends are? Have you ever felt like someone in your life is not truly supporting you? What if I told you that some people who call themselves your friends were never actually your friends at all? In today's video, we'll uncover the signs that reveal fake friendships and help you build stronger, more genuine relationships. But before we dive in, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to this channel so you never miss out on powerful self-improvement content. Let's begin. 1. Celebrate your failures. A true friend will stand by your side through all of life's ups and downs. They will be there to celebrate your successes and to comfort you in your struggles. They will uplift you when you feel defeated and encourage you to keep going. But what happens when someone secretly enjoys your failures? What does it mean when a person you consider a friend finds satisfaction in your hardships rather than offering support? Friendship is built on mutual trust, respect, and genuine care. However, not everyone who enters our lives has our best interests at heart. Some people masquerade as friends, but deep down harbor feelings of envy or resentment. They smile when you succeed, but only because they feel obligated to. Their true emotions surface when you face setbacks. If a person seems happier when you stumble rather than when you thrive, take a closer look at their intentions. A fake friend will downplay your achievements, making them seem insignificant. They may say things like, "Oh, that wasn't a big deal," or "Anyone could have done that." When you accomplish something important, they might be quick to change the subject or shift the focus onto themselves. On the other hand, when you fail, they exaggerate your mistakes, bringing them up repeatedly as if to remind you of your shortcomings. Their words might be disguised as jokes or harmless teasing, but deep inside, they reveal their true thoughts. True friends, however, do the opposite. They celebrate your victories wholeheartedly, recognizing the effort behind your achievements. They don't feel threatened by your success because they are genuinely happy for you. Likewise, when you encounter difficulties, they stand by your side with words of encouragement, offering their help and reminding you that failure is just another step on the path to growth. They don't ridicule you or make you feel small. Instead, they remind you of your strengths and push you to keep going. Pay close attention to how people react to your setbacks. It reveals everything you need to know about them. A real friend won't just be there for the good times. They'll stay by your side when things get tough. They won't secretly hope for your downfall or find pleasure in your struggles. Instead, they will lift you up, offering a helping hand when you need it most. Life is full of challenges, and everyone experiences failure at some point. These moments are not meant to define us, but to teach us valuable lessons. The people who stand by you during these times are the ones who truly care. It is in adversity that we see people's true colors. If someone rejoices in your pain, they were never really your friend to begin with. Surround yourself with those who want the best for you. Choose friends who inspire, support, and encourage you to be the best version of yourself. And most importantly, be that kind of friend to others. In doing so, you will build relationships based on authenticity, trust, and love. Ones that will stand the test of time. 2. Disappear in your time of need. Friendships are tested in times of hardship. When things are going well, everyone wants to be around. But when you're struggling, when you need a shoulder to lean on, who shows up? If someone disappears when you need them most, they were never truly your friend. Real friendship is about being there through thick and thin, not just when it's convenient. The day started with heavy rain clouds looming in the sky. The streets, once bustling with energy, now seemed dull and dreary under the weight of the gray clouds. Maya sat by the window of her small apartment, staring at her phone, waiting for a reply that never came. She had reached out to Lisa, her best friend of 10 years, someone she had always counted on. But today, when she needed her the most, there was only silence. Maya had just lost her job. The sudden termination left her feeling lost, overwhelmed, and afraid. Rent was due, bills were piling up, and the security she once had vanished overnight. She had never been one to ask for help, but this time was different. She needed support, even if it was just someone to listen. Lisa had always promised to be there for her no matter what. Yet, when Maya sent a message explaining her situation, all she received was a brief, "I'm sorry to hear that," followed by hours of silence. Maya sighed, her chest heavy with disappointment. Memories of late-night talks, shared secrets, and moments of laughter played in her mind like an old movie. They had been inseparable, or so she thought. She had stood by Lisa through breakups, financial troubles, and family drama. She had been the one to show up unannounced with ice cream and tissues whenever Lisa needed comfort. And now, when Maya needed that same kindness, Lisa was nowhere to be found. Her thoughts were interrupted by a knock on the door. For a fleeting moment, hope flickered in her heart. Maybe Lisa had finally come. Maybe she would apologize and say she had been busy but was here now. But as she opened the door, it wasn't Lisa standing there. It was David, her coworker, and someone she had only known for a few months. "I heard what happened," he said softly, holding up a bag of takeout. "Figured you might not be in the mood to cook." Maya blinked in surprise. David was kind, but they had never been particularly close. Yet, here he was showing up when she needed someone the most. She stepped aside to let him in, a lump forming in her throat. They sat in her small living room, eating in comfortable silence. After a while, Maya finally spoke. "I didn't expect anyone to check on me, especially not you." David shrugged. "Friendship isn't about how long you've known someone. It's about who's there when you need them." Maya nodded, his words sinking deep into her heart. She realized that friendships weren't just tested in hardship, they were revealed. And sometimes, the people who truly care about you aren't the ones you've known the longest, but the ones who refuse to disappear when times get tough. 3. Compete instead of support. Friendship should be about mutual growth and encouragement, not competition. A true friend is someone who uplifts you, celebrates your victories, and stands by your side through challenges. However, not everyone understands friendship in this way. Some people see relationships as a constant comparison, a silent battle where one must always come out on top. But when competition replaces support, the foundation of friendship begins to crack. In healthy friendships, success is not a limited resource. When one friend achieves something great, the other rejoices, knowing that their time will come as well. They do not view accomplishments as a threat, but as an inspiration. Unfortunately, not all friendships follow this ideal. Some friends, rather than celebrating each other, see every milestone as a challenge to do better, to prove they are superior. For example, imagine you receive a promotion at work, an achievement you have worked tirelessly for. A genuine friend would congratulate you, express their pride, and perhaps even take you out to celebrate. However, a competitive friend may react differently. Instead of showing happiness for your success, they might quickly point out something they have recently achieved, trying to shift the spotlight onto themselves. They may even downplay your accomplishment, making subtle remarks that undermine your hard work. This pattern can extend into various aspects of life: academics, careers, relationships, and even personal growth. Perhaps you share a new fitness goal, only to have your friend immediately claim they have a bigger, more impressive goal. Or you confide in them about an exciting new opportunity, only for them to suddenly share an opportunity of their own, as if to overshadow yours. Over time, this constant rivalry can be draining, leaving you feeling as though your friendship is more about measuring up than supporting one another. A real friend does not feel the need to outshine you. They do not treat every success as a challenge, nor do they seek validation by making you feel inferior. They understand that life is not a race against each other, but a journey that can be walked side by side. If you notice that a friend constantly turns your achievements into competitions, it may be time to reflect on the nature of the relationship. Does this person truly want the best for you, or do they simply want to be better than you? Recognizing a competitive friendship can be difficult, especially if you have known the person for a long time. However, it is important to set boundaries and surround yourself with people who genuinely uplift you. True friendships thrive on encouragement, mutual respect, and shared joy. The right friends will never make you feel small. Instead, they will help you shine even brighter. In the end, the best friendships are built on support, not rivalry. Celebrate each other's successes, lift each other through hardships, and always remember that a true friend is someone who cheers for you, not someone who competes against you. 4. Talk behind your back. What does your so-called friend say about you when you're not in the room? A true friend stands up for you, even when you're not there to hear it. A fake friend, on the other hand, sees your absence as an opportunity to tear you down, to spread gossip, or to belittle you in front of others. Imagine this. You've always trusted someone, shared your secrets, and stood by them through thick and thin. But one day, you overhear a conversation, or a mutual acquaintance tells you what they've been saying about you behind closed doors. You find out that the person you considered a friend has been twisting your words, exaggerating your flaws, or outright lying about you. It stings. It's a betrayal that cuts deep, leaving you questioning not just their loyalty, but the foundation of your relationship. A real friend's loyalty isn't conditional. They defend your name when you're not around, just as they would to your face. They don't engage in petty gossip, nor do they entertain those who try to smear your character. True friendship is built on trust, honesty, and integrity. If someone is willing to speak poorly about you behind your back, what does that say about their character? It means they never truly valued your friendship in the first place. Recognizing a fake friend isn't always easy. Sometimes it takes an unexpected moment to reveal their true colors. Perhaps they laugh along when others insult you, or they conveniently fail to mention the cruel things they've said until someone else exposes them. They might act kind to your face, but the moment you leave, they shift their tone. It's subtle, but once you see it, you can't ignore it. When you discover that someone has been talking behind your back, it's a red flag. You have to ask yourself, is this the kind of person I want in my life? Confrontation may seem tempting, but it's important to approach the situation with wisdom. Some people will deny their actions, twist the truth, or make excuses. Others may blame you, acting as though their betrayal is justified. That's why self-respect matters. Knowing when to walk away is just as important as knowing when to speak up. The truth is, not everyone you consider a friend has your best interests at heart. Some friendships are built on convenience rather than genuine care. Others thrive on competition, jealousy, or personal gain. You deserve relationships that uplift and support you, not ones that make you second-guess yourself. If you find out that someone's been speaking poorly about you behind your back, let it be a lesson rather than a setback. Distance yourself from those who don't appreciate you, and invest your time in people who show you respect, whether you're in a room or not. After all, loyalty isn't just about presence. It's about integrity, and true friends prove their loyalty even when you're not looking. 5. Use you when convenient. Friendship is a two-way street, built on mutual respect, trust, and giving. It thrives when both people contribute to the relationship, offering support, kindness, and time without expecting anything in return. However, not all friendships are built on this foundation. Some people only reach out when they need something. They call when they want a favor, disappear when you need help, and suddenly reappear when it benefits them. This kind of one-sided relationship is not true friendship. It is manipulation. Have you ever had a friend who only texts when they need a ride? Or someone who calls excitedly, pretending to care, only to drop a request in the middle of the conversation? It starts with a friendly, "Hey, how have you been?" but quickly turns into, "By the way, can you do me a favor?" And the moment they get what they want, they vanish. Your messages go unanswered, and your calls ignored until the next time they need something. Real friendships don't operate like that. Real friends check in just to see how you're doing. They are present not only when it's convenient for them, but also when life gets tough. They celebrate your successes and offer a shoulder to lean on during hardships. They value you for who you are, not for what you can do for them. Yet, we often hesitate to call out these one-sided friendships. Maybe we fear confrontation or hope they'll change. Maybe we convince ourselves that we're just being generous and shouldn't expect anything in return. But friendship isn't about keeping score. It's about reciprocity. If you constantly give and never receive, it's not a friendship. It's an arrangement where only one person benefits. Recognizing these patterns is important. Ask yourself, does this person make an effort to be part of my life beyond their needs? Do they show up for me the way I show up for them? Or do they conveniently disappear when I need them most? If the answer is no, then it's time to reevaluate the relationship. It's okay to set boundaries. It's okay to say no. You don't have to be available for someone who only values you for what you can provide. Real friends will respect your time, your energy, and your willingness to help, but they won't exploit it. True friendship is built on mutual care, not convenience. Surround yourself with people who see your worth beyond what you can offer them. Cherish the friendships that are built on genuine connection. And don't be afraid to let go of the ones that drain you. Because at the end of the day, a true friend is someone who stands beside you, not just when they need something, but when you need them too. 6. Undermine your confidence. A fake friend will subtly erode your self-esteem. They might disguise their negativity as jokes or constructive criticism, but the end result is the same. You feel worse about yourself. A true friend encourages you, helps you see your strengths, and wants you to grow. If someone is constantly making you doubt yourself, they are not your friend. Confidence is a fragile thing. It takes years to build, but only moments to shatter. A toxic friend knows this, and will use subtle tactics to chip away at your self-worth. At first, their words might seem harmless, even playful. They may tease you about your appearance, intelligence, or abilities, all while claiming that they are just kidding. However, over time, these seemingly innocent remarks start to take root in your mind. You begin to question yourself. Are they right? Am I really not good enough? One of the most damaging ways a fake friend undermines your confidence is through backhanded compliments. These are comments that sound positive at first, but contain a hidden insult. For example, they might say, "Wow, you actually did a good job on that project. I was expecting that from you." Or, "You look nice today for once." These statements leave you feeling uneasy, as if praise has been given but in a way that diminishes you. A true friend, in contrast, would celebrate your achievements without attaching doubt or surprise to them. Another tactic fake friends use is comparing you to others in a way that makes you feel inferior. They may frequently point out how someone else is more successful, attractive, or talented than you, subtly suggesting that you are lacking, instead of inspiring you. These comparisons create feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt. A real friend, however, would highlight your unique qualities and encourage you to embrace your own strengths rather than measuring yourself against others. Gaslighting is another common method used to undermine confidence. Fake friends will dismiss your feelings, making you question your own perceptions. If you express hurt over something they said, they might respond with, "You're too sensitive," or "I was just joking. Don't be so dramatic." Over time, you start to wonder if you're overreacting or imagining things, even when their behavior is clearly harmful. This manipulation is designed to make you doubt your own judgment, ensuring that they maintain control over how you see yourself. A true friend, on the other hand, recognizes your worth and uplifts you. They support your dreams and encourage your ambitions. When they offer constructive criticism, it is genuinely meant to help you grow, not to tear you down. Their words are filled with kindness and sincerity, not hidden malice. They celebrate your successes, stand by you during failures, and remind you of your strengths when you forget them yourself. It is important to recognize the difference between genuine friendship and toxic manipulation. If someone in your life constantly makes you feel insecure, unworthy, or incapable, take a step back and evaluate their role in your life. Friendship should be a source of strength and positivity, not a breeding ground for self-doubt. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, encourage you, and remind you of your value, even on your worst days. The company we keep has a profound impact on our self-esteem. Choose friends who build you up, not those who tear you down. A real friend will always want to see you succeed, while a fake friend will secretly hope for your downfall. Trust yourself, and never let anyone convince you that you are less than you truly are. 7. Make you feel guilty for growing. Growth is a natural part of life. It is inevitable, necessary, and often transformative. The right people will celebrate your self-improvement and cheer for your progress. They will see your journey as an inspiration, not a threat. However, not everyone in your life will respond with encouragement when you start to change. Some people, instead of applauding your evolution, will make you feel guilty for it. There are moments in life when you decide to break free from old patterns, to step out of your comfort zone, or to elevate yourself beyond what you once knew. It could be a decision to leave a toxic relationship, pursue a higher level of education, switch careers, or simply adopt healthier habits. While you may expect those closest to you to support your transformation, you may encounter resistance. The people who once stood beside you might start questioning your choices, making you feel as if your growth is a betrayal rather than an achievement. This type of guilt is subtle, but it can be damaging. A friend might say, "You've changed," but not in a way that acknowledges your progress. Instead, it's laced with disappointment, as if your growth is a personal offense to them. A family member might insist, "You don't spend time with us like you used to," not recognizing that your new path demands focus and commitment. A partner might accuse you of acting different, simply because you are setting new boundaries that prioritize your well-being. When someone resents your growth, it often has little to do with you and everything to do with them. People fear being left behind. They may feel insecure about their own stagnation, and rather than working on themselves, they try to pull you back. It's easier for them to keep you at their level than to rise with you. True friends, real supporters, and those who genuinely love, you'll understand that growth does not mean abandonment. They will embrace your transformation, even if it means they must adjust to a new version of you. They will recognize that your progress does not erase the memories and bonds you share. It only adds new dimensions to who you are. It is important to recognize when someone is trying to guilt you into staying the same. Ask yourself, do they encourage me to be better, or do they only support me when I remain unchanged? Do they celebrate my wins, or do they minimize my success? Do they make me feel selfish for prioritizing my growth? If the answer leans toward the latter, then you must question whether this relationship is truly in your best interest. Choosing to evolve is an act of self-respect. It is a commitment to becoming the best version of yourself, even if it means outgrowing certain people. Growth is not something to be ashamed of. It is something to be proud of. You are not responsible for making others comfortable at the expense of your own potential. Surround yourself with people who push you forward, not those who hold you back. A real friend, a true supporter, will never make you feel guilty for improving yourself. Instead, they will walk alongside you, cheering you on every step of the way. Friendships are meant to be a source of joy, support, and encouragement. But not everyone who calls themselves your friend truly has your best interests at heart. Recognizing the signs of fake friendship allows you to set boundaries, protect your energy, and invest in relationships that genuinely uplift you. If someone in your life celebrates your failures, disappears when you need them, competes instead of supports, talks behind your back, uses you when convenient, undermines your confidence, or makes you feel guilty for growing, it's time to rethink that friendship. Letting go of toxic relationships isn't always easy, but it's necessary for your personal growth and happiness. Surround yourself with people who appreciate you for who you are, who stand by you through thick and thin, and who celebrate your victories as if they were their own. And most importantly, be that kind of friend to others. Because real friendships, ones built on trust, loyalty, and love, are one of life's greatest treasures. If this video resonated with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more self-improvement content. Drop a comment below and let me know. Have you ever had to cut ties with a fake friend? How did you handle it? Let's start a conversation and support each other on this journey. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.